Welcome to all. Myself Ganesh Javalkar, working as assistant professor in Siagar NB Navle Siagar College of Engineering, Solapur. My total experience is 19 years, and I have qualification of ME Civil in Structures. For today's lecture, we'll discuss about the group action of piles. So now, group action of piles means here we are using piles in group. Up till now we have studied single pile can be installed and its load carrying capacity can be obtained. So this is known to you till date. Now piles in group. So group action means if you are using piles in group, then why these piles in group are required? Why the pile group is used? So that is the main question. If single pile can be taken a its load carrying capacity can be worked out, then why piles in group is required? So that is the main question. So that I will discuss. Then I will go for group action of pile. What is group action of pile? It's how it can be analyzed. So that we will see. So now, you know there is method of installation of pile. So two types are there: driven piles and board cast in situ pile. Let us consider driven pile first. So that is in case of driven piles, when pile is pushed into ground in downward direction, then pile may move in lateral direction. That means pile is making some angle with vertical, which is as shown in figure. So now let us discuss this figure A. So now in figure A there are two piles. One is a vertical driven pile and another is inclined driven pile. So now when we are embedding the pile into the ground, we are supposing that pile will go vertically downwards. Okay, so that is the case, and we can apply the load Q, so it will act as a along the axis of the pile. So that is our assumption. But in some cases, so this is possible, but in some cases this pile may move in inclined direction. So this is named inclined direction, means it is making some angle with vertical, or you can consider with horizontal also. So angle is making with vertical or horizontal. So that is the inclined pile. Now, so there is a chances of pile may move in the lateral direction. So that will be pile will occupy its inclined position below the ground in case of driven piles only. So now for this inclined pile, if I apply load Q, so load of the structure is applied on the pile. Now due to this load, the pile is not vertical. So axis of load is this and axis of pile is this. So therefore there is a bending stress will develop in the inclined pile. So but basically we are not designing this pile for bending stresses. So therefore due to this vertical load and due to this inclined pile, so it will be subjected to the bending stresses in the pile, and due to bending stresses there will be structural failure of the pile. So therefore in case of driven pile, we are always using group of piles. So group of piles, so it may be minimum 3 number of piles you can use. So this group of piles will help to transfer the load evenly on the hard strata or ground surface to the ground from the structure. So this is the diagram. Now here some again description is given, explanation is given. If vertical load is applied on inclined pile, because of this load bending stresses will develop in the pile. As pile not designed for bending stresses, pile may fail structurally. So there will be structural failure of pile. So in case of driven pile, single pile is not used. Instead of single pile, minimum 3 piles are used to carry the load, which is as shown in figure P. So minimum 3 piles can be arranged in this form. So one pile is here, another pile is here, here is there. So at the corners of the triangle, so these 3 piles are arranged. So these are the 3 piles. Here is the load Q, you can see at the centroid of the triangle. So therefore this arrangement is made when you are going for driven piles. So method of installation is driven piles. So in that case you can use minimum 3 piles, that is the piles in group. So no single pile is used in case of driven piles. So therefore pile in group is required. So this is the main one of the reason. Now so figure P, 3 piles in group with triangular shape, so that is known. Sorry. Now figure B shows that piles are arranged at corner of triangle and load is acting at centroid of triangle. So already discussed. Now if I consider second method of installation, that is the board cast in situ piles. So board cast in situ piles, there is a single pile is possible for certain load. So why single pile is possible? Because in this method borehole is prepared with a having a very much control on the drilling, and we can prepare a vertical downward direction borehole we can prepare, and then pile is casted with the concrete. So therefore basically we are having very much control on the drilling while taking the borehole. So therefore just filling the concrete so that you can obtain the vertical pile in case of board cast in situ piles. Now then why piles in group is required in this case? That is, if the load carrying capacity of single pile is not sufficient due to heavy loads, then piles in group is also required. Piles in group is required in case of board cast in situ piles also. So another method of installation is board cast in situ piles. In that also, if there are heavy loads, then we have to go for piles in group. So this is the another reason. Therefore in driven pile method of installation, always pile group is required. When piles in group are used, then these piles are connected with beam or slab. This is called pile cap. So you can observe here the diagram of pile cap I have shown. So here This is pile cap written over here. This edge of the triangle, this is the pile cap. So again it will have some thickness with concrete slab, and this is a pile cap in the elevation. So these three piles may be connected with beam or slab covering the whole piles. So this top of the pile which is covered with the slab is known as pile cap. Now next, go to next point. If pile cap is above ground surface, means having some distance between ground surface and pile cap, then it is called freestanding pile, which is used for expansive soil only. So here I will explain in the diagram again. You can see this is the ground surface, ground level, and you can see there is a gap. So if this gap is there, there is some distance between pile cap and ground surface, then it will be freestanding piles. So this whole structure, you can say it is a freestanding piles. So basically this is used in case of black cotton soil, expansive soils. Now another case is if this pile cap is there and ground level is also at the same level. So ground level is at this level up to the pile cap, then this is called as piled foundation. This whole structure becomes, it may be called as piled foundation. So this is the these are the two different points of difference. So here I have written piled foundation. So this, when the ground surface is up to the top of the pile cap, then it is a piled foundation structure. So these are the two different types of pile foundations, you can say, according to the position of pile cap. So freestanding piles and pile foundation. So these are the points of discussion. So we stop here. In next lecture we will discuss about the group action of piles. Thank you.